Alright everybody, so in this video I'm going to be discussing 5 different possible game passes that could be coming to Emergency Hamburg in the future, and I think they're all really cool game passes. So let's just get straight into this. The first game pass which I want to see the most, this is the most important game pass for me that I want them to add, it's car customization. Now it's not what you think, like changing colours and stuff, that is part of it, but also the ability to add custom liveries to your car, and I've actually got some examples of this. I mean, I've made so many myself. I mean, look at this. Let me just show you a few that I've made. For example, this right here, look at this. This is really cool. Hamburg Telecoms, we make the network. I mean, did you get the pun there? Yeah, network, yeah. But anyway, this is just one of the livery concepts I've made, and think about how cool it would be if you were able to design, upload, and apply your very own liveries to Emergency Hamburg. This is exactly what they have in ERLC, the very similar game to Emergency Hamburg. They've got custom liveries already as part of private servers. Imagine how cool that would be in a car customization game pass. That's not the only one. I've got loads of others. Here we go. This is yet another livery that I've designed myself. I've made a few videos on custom liveries. You should go check them out if you're interested in this and how I actually design them. But there you can go. You can see, look, Hamburg Mail. Imagine how cool it would be. Again, put your own civilian car and just put a wrap on it or a livery, or upload your own image to the vehicle. This would be so cool, and I really wish they had this. ERLC is an amazing game just for this feature, and it would be so cool to see it in Emergency Hamburg. You know, just considering how good of a game Emergency Hamburg is, imagine they had custom liveries like this. But yeah, those are just 2 that I've made. There's so much you could do with that. You could do plumbing service, electrician, I don't know, whatever you want, your own custom name on your car. That would be so cool. Not only that, in the car customization game pass, obviously you've got the, you could change the rims, you could add spoilers, you could change the color of the car itself to a more unique one, you could change how shiny it is, the tint on the windows, you know what I mean? Like, it could get really interesting, and I think this would make such a good game pass. This is my top idea for game passes in Emergency Hamburg. That's it, it's car customization. So moving on to another game pass, I also thought this one's classic cars. So basically, you may have seen in other games like ERLC, once again, ERLC has classic cars, or they used to. They actually removed the game pass because I don't think it was getting too much sales, or it was too difficult for them to do. But I think classic cars would be kind of cool. I mean, I think they got a lot of classic cars in Germany. This is not the best game pass, by the way, but it's another car related game pass that I think would be pretty cool. And honestly, I'd drive around a classic car in Emergency Hamburg. Why not? It would just be kind of cool. So yeah, that's another one of my ideas, classic cars. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble on for too long about classic cars because, well, no one really cares about them. I will just show you a quick image though. I mean, these would be pretty cool. Think about it. Most of you probably have so much money in Emergency Hamburg that you don't know what to do with it anymore. Some of these cars are worth millions and millions and millions. They could make some really expensive cars in the game, so you actually have something to work towards with your money. They could make a car for like a few million like this, a classic car, which honestly, is pretty cool. I'd drive around in Emergency Hamburg like that. It's not the best vehicle, but I mean, it's okay. It's quite cool. It's like a collector's car, and they're very expensive, so obviously you've actually got something to work towards, because I feel like most players in Emergency Hamburg have kind of gotten to the Bugatti at this point. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments, but personally, I've gotten to the Bugatti. I'm sure most of you watching this have the Bugatti, which is the most expensive car in the game. Surely you'd want something more to do, and this maybe could be a future Game Pass classic cars. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next Game Pass, which is more guns. So basically, not just more guns, just unique guns that you can get through a Game Pass. So I don't know, AK-47, I don't know if that's realistic, but whatever, man, just huge guns that you shouldn't be able to get on civilian team. It would just be really funny, getting a game pass maybe like 250 Robux, and you basically get like just crazy rifles and sniper, obviously you already get the sniper with Crime Boss, but just even bigger guns. I mean, let me find some online. Okay, maybe these are a bit crazy. I don't know what this is exactly, but it's just something like this. I mean, look at this. Imagine this in Emergency Hamburg, like a revolver, bro. That'll be crazy. Anyway, yeah, these aren't aren't very good examples, but I just mean like machine guns and crazy big guns that you shouldn't really be able to get, like rapid fire guns, like I don't know, like an MP5. Obviously, like imagine you could get a Browning machine gun and install it on the road. Like, I'm in my this is like my mafia wear. Imagine I just park my car here, put down my Browning machine gun on the road. Police come driving down just on the you know Browning machine gun, one that you can like sit on and move it left to right and then fire. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if they added like huge guns into Emergency Hamburg, throw a game pass, might be a good idea. Honestly, I think a lot of people would like that. Maybe some people would complain that it's like pay to win, but isn't every game on Roblox pay to win? I think you're gonna have to accept that. I mean, look at SEK, bro. SEK 800 Robux. You literally can't kill those people. Honestly, they won't go down. They will never go down. It's not easy to kill them, so I think it's already a bit pay to win, but you know, that's just Roblox, isn't it? So yeah, that's my my thoughts on that. But yeah, I think it could be a cool game pass if they had some cool guns and stuff. I think it would make a good game pass here. Let me know what you think of that one. But anyway, let's move on to the next game pass, which is basically, it's very simple. This one, it's just an instant refuel. So I'm sure you know how obviously, you know, if you go to fuel your car up, obviously you have to hold down E for like ages. It's even worse than ERLC. In ERLC it's like 20 seconds standing there. So I don't know if it applies too much to Emergency Hamburg, but I think that it would be useful for some people. I know some people, you know, they need to frantically refuel their car while they're being chased around by the police, and if you could just tap E and then it's done, that would be worth it rather than holding E, but not very expensive. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, 1,000 Robux. No, I'm just saying like 50, 100, 85, or 75, you know, where you can just, oh yeah, this is not, this is an electric car, what am I doing? But you know, obviously, instead of holding, you can actually just tap once, boom, just like click E, and then it's just charged immediately. Obviously, it's not very realistic, but you know, I think people would be willing to actually get that as a game pass, because if you're being chased by police and you're about to run out of fuel, you just do a quick stop here, refuel, and then drive off immediately. And I think that would be good for criminals. Not so much police, maybe police, I don't know, if they're chasing someone and they run out of fuel. I don't really know about police there, but I think generally it would make a pretty good game pass. So now the final game pass that I want to talk about is double pay. So this one is actually really good. I think a lot of people would get this. So it literally just times 2 pay. So obviously, as you know, in Emergency Hamburg you make 450 euros every 10 minutes you're in the game. If you're in the group. If you're not in the group, you make 350. So obviously when you're on a job, that's actually multiplied by a certain multiplier. So on top of that multiplier, if there was a game pass to actually double your earnings overall, that I think that would sell quite well. I certainly would buy that, because you know, you'd get money so much quicker. I mean, for example, if you look at the SEK team, it's got payment multiplier of 1.3x. So what that means is, instead of making 450 every 10 minutes, you're going to make times 1.3, which is 585 every 10 minutes. And if you do, I don't know, and then you times that by 2 if you have the game pass, that's 1,170 every 10 minutes. If you times that by 6, you're making 7,020 an hour. Times that by 24 every day, you're pulling in 168,480 euros every single 24 hours. That's crazy. That's literally like nearly 250,000 right there. I mean, I don't know, you know, how many days? In 5 days, yeah, you're on 850 grand. I mean, bro, you're getting a Bugatti in a week. It's plain simple. You know, I think that's a great game pass idea, and I think they'd price it somewhere around 300 to 400 Robux, because that is pretty that is a pretty good game pass, and you'd make a lot of money from that. So yeah, this is I actually talked about the most paying jobs in my recent video, so if you want to know them, go check that out, and obviously make double what I mentioned in that video with this game pass. Yeah, let me know what you think of these game passes. That was 5 game passes that I think could possibly come to Emergency Hamburg in the future. I think they're all quite valid, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching, drop a like, subscribe, and goodbye.